At lunch, Cora and I sit with some new friends from 2C. Georgia's from Alabama. She just moved to Granite City, and she says all her long I sounds like the short O sound. So when she says, I like to ride my bike, my ears here, I love to ride my boat. I think I love Georgia from Alabama. Then there's Tal. He was at Granite City Elementary last year, but not in my first grade class. At lunch, he talks a lot about bugs, beetles, moths, spiders, and his favorite, millipedes. Georgia says ew, but I don't think bugs are gross at all. Once I watched a millipede scurry across the basement floor. It could run really fast. I bet I could too if I had that many legs to run on. Bridget and AJ were in my first grade class, so they are old friends. All anyone can talk about at lunch is Miss Flippo and Mr. Bones, and how cool room 2C is. Well, that and millipedes. After lunch is over, and right after recess we have math. Then we go back to room 2C. The first day at second grade is almost over. Before you go, says Miss Flippo, I'd like to explain our first group project. Miss Flippo tells us that we'll be learning about habitats. Habitats are home for living things. Habitats are where living things can find the right kind of food and shelter, and they need to live. So, as humans, what do we need to live? Pizza, says Manuel. I cannot live without pizza. Everyone giggles. Miss Flippo agrees that pizza is one of her favorite foods too. Some people eat bugs, Carl chimes in. Gross, says Logan. This makes me wonder which bugs can be eaten and how they actually taste. I bet they are pretty crunchy. What about shelter? Miss Flippo asks. Natalie raises her hand. I live in an apartment. AJ's house is on the edge of town, and Bridget tells us she lives in a trailer. Think about turtles, says Miss Flippo. They carry their shelter on their backs. Then she tells us that we will be learning about several kinds of habitats: woodland, Arctic, rainforest, desert, and ocean. Tomorrow, she says, I will split you into groups, and you will begin to research a habitat. Cora and I look right at each other. I see her cross her fingers for good luck. I hope we are in the same group too. After several days of research, Miss Flippo continues, you will begin to construct model habitats right here in the classroom. I am not sure what a model habitat looks like, but it sounds like a lot of fun. I hope I got a desert. It is the only one on the list that is mostly brown. Oh, Miss Filippo jumps from her stool, remembering something on her desk. You have homework tonight. Room 2C echoes with the groaning sound of 22nd graders. Well, maybe 19. I usually don't mind having homework. I want to get to know you, and I want you to get to know me, Miss Filippo says as she passes out a worksheet with the words all about me across the top. We are supposed to put our names on the trunk. Each branch asks a different question that we have to answer. This should be easy. Please complete your tree tonight and be ready to share tomorrow morning, Miss Flippo announces, just as the bell rings. As I am putting All About Me tree in my backpack, I remember I had some unfinished tree business of my own. Just like always, our principal, Mrs. James, is stationed at the door when all the kids come running out of Granite City Elementary. Stool. She yells, use your feet. Use your walking feet, just like always. It looks like Stewart Swinefest isn't the only one who doesn't know that means no running. I have to pass Mrs. James on my way to bus 21. Perfect. I march right up to her. Welcome back to Granite City Elementary, Lucy, Mrs. James says. She has a big smile on her face and is wearing really big glasses. Thank you, Mrs. James. Where's the tree? Mrs. James looked around. What tree? She asked. The big tree, the one that used to be over there. I point to the first straight wing. Oh, that tree, Mrs. James' big smile fades away. Oak wilt. Oak what? Bus 21 honks. Your bus is holding up the line, Lucy. But, honk. I run for the bus. Oak what? I call Dane over my left shoulder. Oak wilt. Mrs. James shouts. Look it up.